Welcome back, YouTube. Thank you again for joining me. Here's a quick little news update. I decided it was kind of important. That's why no frills, no fancy editing or anything like that. But there's three things that are going on right now that's important. You probably don't know at least one of them. Anyways, yesterday, Kik, the chat application, I had a video before about Kik, about how they were being threatened by the SEC. Well, they did it. U.S. judge ruled yesterday, that Kik violated securities law over $100 million of their token currency that they distributed out their platform. So what does this mean for Kik? Rest in peace, knew you well. Don't really know what's going to happen from that, if they're going to try to countersue or whatnot. That's a big deal. So the application is on the line now for $100 million. Second thing, the U.S. Senate committee unanimously voted on a plan to subpoena the chief executive officers of Twitter, Facebook, and Google Alphabet for a hearing about the legal immunity they enjoy over the content that's on their platform. What does this actually mean? Well, that means that when you post hateful comments on Facebook, the CEO can say, hey, they're voicing their opinion, has nothing to do with me, which is how it should be, freedom of speech. This is an indirect attack on freedom of speech, because what's going to happen is the committee is going to say, hey, you're now going to, or at least they're trying to say, hey, you're going to be responsible for what people put on your content. Which then means if you say something hateful, the CEO could say, hey, you can't say that because you're representing me. And basically they're going to police content now of whatever you're going to see on these platforms. So you can no longer just say whatever you want to say. Just kind of like how YouTube has kind of restricted their videos so you can't put certain things. Now, I understand you can't put like anything ultraviolet, but this is getting to a point where just being able to voice your opinion on something is going to be scrutinized by the company. And they're trying to push this. So look carefully at what's going on with this. And number three, and this is something, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, in a small location in eastern California. So you have Southern California, but then you have the eastern side of it, which is kind of vacant compared to like Los Angeles and San Diego. But the Salton Sea area, since yesterday, 24 hours, they've had over 240 earthquakes, 240. So think about that for a second. Count to 240 right now. 1, 2, 3. That's how many earthquakes have happened in the past 24 hours. So that's like 10 earthquakes an hour. 10 earthquakes, and a lot of these are over 2.5 and higher. Take a look at this, 250 earthquakes, that's a large number. And of course, you know, there's the forest fires and the smoke and the dust in the West Coast that some of you may know about, some of you may not, if you look at the skies and see orange. So all I have to say is please stay safe. Hopefully you have some good HEPA filters and can hunker down. For those in Southeast California, hopefully things will stabilize soon, and maybe they'll take the watershed situation out there more seriously. There's been this big, long, multi-year thing of the watershed and the lake water drying up, and they're not getting recourse back from the government. And there's also another situation where wastewater from Mexico is seeping into California. But if you want a video on that, I can make one, but that's what's going on right now. Anyways, I decided this is important enough to create a smaller video, and I'll upload it soon. Stay safe out there. Things are still, even though things have quieted down, it hasn't. Just the media isn't saying certain things. It's funny how all this is happening during the debate, which I can't really call that a debate. My personal opinion, it reminded me of two 10-year-olds in a schoolyard arguing over their favorite toy, and the kid trying to mediate them failing hard. That's really what it was. It was an argument. A lot of questions were asked, no answers. One agenda would be proposed to overshadow another agenda, or a counter proposal or counter agenda. So vote me for president. Anyways, that aside. Anyways, hopefully you have a wonderful, beautiful day. Peace out.
Gone. I ask you, gone, gone.